Alright guys, welcome back to RT2. Hope you're all having a great day. It's currently midnight when I'm filming this, so yeah, I'm not doing very good about going to bed on it at a normal time. But today, I've got this. This is a Hyperkin HD TV cable. It's a 3-in-1 for the GameCube, N64, and SNES. It looks really cool. I picked this up at Killer Finds, of course. I've heard a mixed bag on these things. Some people say they work really well. Some people say they kind of suck. I'm going to give it my shot and see what I think of it. It is pretty much like a half upscaler, so it's going to help my games look really well, or look really good, which has been a huge problem for me, because I have this Anki Switch box. I've had this since Christmas, and now I get some really fuzzy picture when I'm on the GameCube, and it's just as bad for the 64, the PS2, the NES, so pretty much what I'm going to do is convert the GameCube over to HDMI. So I'm not sure if this comes with the proper power supply, but I am gonna do my research on this before I start using it like crazy. I just want to verify that it works pretty good. I have to break the tape here, so sorry you guys are seeing carpet. Let me just get this out. Alright, so we got the box opened up good. Let's slide this out. So there it is. We've got a cable and what looks like a micro USB to charge it, maybe. And here we've got the actual piece itself, the plug-in for the 64, the SNES, and the GameCube, as well as our box here, which has the upscaler in it, as well as our HD out. Also got this micro USB here to charge it. Got our paperwork here. I'm trying to see if I can fish for a manual. I think that's it right there, this little slip here. Power source is not included. So yeah, you got all this information here. No one's just telling you, hey, if this isn't working right, you might need a power source. I'm going to go ahead and run one anyway, just to be safe. I'm pretty sure that the charger block I have for that tablet is 5 amps. So we should be good to go. They say 5 amps is what works with these. So just to be safe, I'm going to use that. So I'm going to pop this bag open, and I'll come back in a second. Alright, so my concern here is this cable going to work with the composite out on the GameCube? Now, theoretically, since this is compatible with SNES and N64, it should, because component I don't believe was around when the 64 and the SNES were around, so this should, in theory, work perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do now is pull the GameCube out. So pretty much I'm going to be running this into my Dotstone HDMI splitter. We'll go ahead and unplug the AV out. Yep, same connector as this guy here. So we're going to go ahead and line this out. I believe 16:9 is what my TV's in. So I'm going to go ahead and set that to that proper aspect ratio. Doing this one-handed is not easy by any means. I'm trying to find out the way the twisty tie goes. You got here. But yeah, pretty much I'm just going to use this to upscale all my games a little bit, make everything look better, because right now, like I said, the GameCube kind of looks like booty crust, so I'm going to try to make this look a whole lot better. I am anxious, because like I said, it's a $30 cable, and if these really do have issues, I'm not going to be too thrilled. Hyperkin so far with us has been hit and miss, because I bought 2 Retrons, one for Hayden for his birthday and one for my dad, and the audio quality is off on the Retron for my dad, and the Retron 3 that I gave Hayden, the colors are off. The Retron 5 appears to be working fine, because Killer Finds has one and it works fantastically, but the 3 not so much, it seems like. But yeah, I'm gonna get everything hooked up, and we're gonna see. Well, maybe I should do before and after, shouldn't I? Let me hook this back up. We'll boot up, probably Smash, or maybe. What game should I pull up? I guess we'll pull up Smash, because it'll be one of the best ways to tell the difference. So I'm gonna do that. We'll get a before clip. I'll play a little bit of Smash, and then we'll move over to the HD upscaler. Alright, so like I said, I don't have a capture card or anything to actually cover this properly. but this is on the standard AV. You guys can't see too well, but there's a bit of fuzziness due to the Anki box's possible failure. So this game really doesn't show the fuzziness as bad as, say, Need for Speed Most Wanted does. But I've got two bots fighting themselves, so I can't even record this. But yeah, it's pretty blurry, pretty fuzzy. It's definitely, you know, not the greatest considering it's a game from 2003 on modern television. So we're gonna hook up the HD upscaler here in a moment, and I'll show you guys pretty much everything with the better graphics. So here we are on the HD upscaler from Hyperkin. So far, everything looks a whole lot better. I don't know if I've configured everything right. The sound is okay. The colors are a bit washed out looking, but the game looks a whole lot better, actually. Like, this does not look like composite at all. Everything seems to be working pretty good. Hopefully everything stays this way, because reading the reviews that I've read, it doesn't sound like they do. But I'm hoping everything does stay good, because everything looks fantastic. I really like how this looks. It's so much cleaner looking. But I've got another matchup between a couple bots here. But I'm pretty stoked. It looks great. It's a lot clearer. I don't see the same fuzziness that I saw with the AV. If I do, it's just me probably. The game looks a lot clearer though. I really like how this looks, especially compared to the first clip. So yeah. Oof. The bot just took that fox just took a fat L. I like this. This is cool. The colors, like I said, are a little washed out, so it is going to be something to get used to, because I'm very used to the normal coloring, but it's a lot clearer, a lot more rich. So yeah, I'm a fan. I'm going to play around a little bit tonight, see how it fares out, and I'll update later on this video and tell you guys what I think. Alright guys, so it's been about a week. I'm actually filming this the same day as the DSi return video, and no problems. I haven't had a single issue. All these people have been talking about how, oh, this cable's trash, don't buy it, it doesn't work, the sounds doesn't work. I haven't had a single issue with this. Obviously, those weird fuzzy lines on the screen are actually, I found out, it's not even the Hyperkin's fault or even the original Switch box's fault. That's my fault. Because instead of using a proprietary Nintendo power supply, I've got the KMD one. This is, of course, third party, so it's not the original Nintendo power supply. So that actually apparently causes this little like weird scrolling lines on the screen. So I always thought it was the Switch box dying. No, it's my fault. So I've got to fix that. I got to get a Nintendo power supply. Luckily, my brother also has a GameCube. I can probably borrow his, swap with him since he never plays his. So it won't even hurt his system to be using the KMD one. But that's kind of the case. It sucks. But yeah, Hyperkin HD cable, no problems to report after a little over a week. Usually everyone says they have issues within the first hour to 3 hours. No problems for me. That's all I can really say. Thank you all again for tuning in this video. Honestly, you know, you may get hit and miss with these things, but I luckily got a good one. So thank you all again, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, everyone.